I am Annie Pearce, and I'm the Graduate Chair of the Department of Building Construction, and I deal with graduate admissions, and I help facilitate graduate students as they complete the process. Looking really for two different types of students. One are students that come from a construction background or an engineering degree background that deals with construction, and those are the more traditional kind of construction students that would enter a graduate program. But we're also unique in that our program is here to help people who are transitioning to construction from another discipline. So if you have an undergraduate degree in another field, but you have some industry experience and have decided that you really love this field and you want to pursue it, we can help you get a graduate degree in construction even without that undergrad degree. If you're coming from a different background, we work with each student individually to understand what your level of knowledge is and what your coursework needs are. If you're coming in from another background, we like for you to have some industry experience so that you know what you're getting into. We would likely ask you to take some undergraduate leveling courses so that you can get up to speed in the techniques that we use in this field. But which ones exactly are determined by an interview with the faculty when you get to the program. So we also have in your first semester of the master's program a flexible course called Fundamentals of Construction, where all the new students to the program work together to get to a certain common level of knowledge. So between that and the leveling courses that you may take from our undergrad curriculum, that brings everybody up to the same level where they can perform at the master's level with the rest of their degree. So for your admissions packet, we of course would like to see your letters of recommendation, and we hope that you'll have some from industry as well as from academic sources. So we'd like to see at least some of each. You have to provide 3. And we're looking at your transcripts. We're looking very much at your essay, your statement of interest, and we'd like to see that you have explored our program and you know what areas that we do well to make sure that you're coming to the right place that's a good fit for you. In terms of test scores, we ask that students who are non-native English speakers who do not already have a degree from an English-speaking university, we require you to take the TOEFL, and we're looking for a score of about 105. That's higher than the Virginia Tech minimum because our program is very writing and language intensive, and we want to make sure that in order for you to be successful that you have that skill coming in the door. So that's something we look at. We have made exceptions, but we're very cautious about that. So if your score is less than 105, you really need to provide some evidence that you're capable of being successful because of the needs of the program. We will certainly look at a GRE score, but we don't require it. If you are seeking funding, some of the funding sources do require that you provide a GRE score. So if you would like to maximize your chances of getting a funding offer as part of your admissions, then you really should plan to use the GRE scores for determining funding. We look at the entire pool of students who apply, and it's based on how competitive you are with respect to that whole pool of students. Several different options for funding in the department. The department has a series of teaching assistantships that we offer, and those are used to support teaching of undergraduate classes in building construction. Those are typically not full assistantships. We typically expect a student to support one undergraduate course for a 10-hour assistantship per week. And that's how we are able to cover our teaching requirements. We also have, at certain times, the availability of research assistantships. That's very much dependent upon faculty funding, and those are extended by individual faculty based on their needs on their research projects at any point in time. So if you're interested in a research assistantship, you really should do some exploring on the website, find out what projects people are working on, and approach faculty directly for those. We also have certain fellowships that we can offer through the university and also through the Myers-Lawson School of Construction. Those are competitive fellowships, and we evaluate students at the PhD level for those. And if you qualify for one of those, we will come back and work with you to develop the application for that fellowship. So those are not things that you apply for, they're things that we apply for on your behalf. We have students that work outside the department. Some of our students work in engineering, some get teaching assistantships with other departments like physics or chemistry. We have students that are employed on campus in support positions with the library or with dining services. So there are a lot of different ways that you can pay for your education, and you should definitely explore. Part of the Myers-Lawson School of Construction, which is unique in the nation in that it's a program that combines all the disciplines on campus that have anything to do with construction together into a graduate program where we collaborate with one another, we work across disciplines. I'm in building construction, but I serve on committees. I've chaired committees in engineering. So a student who comes to our program for graduate education gets access not just to building construction in the College of Architecture, but also to all the other disciplines around campus that where research from construction is going on. So business, sustainable biomaterials, engineering, architecture, all of these disciplines collaborate together. We also have a new building with some exciting new laboratory spaces. We have Virginia Tech's own Build Lab in the basement where we do all sorts of interesting things. We have an outstanding industry board. We have over 50 companies that actively provide support, and there are opportunities for you as a student to interact with the executives from these companies through our mentoring programs, through our career fairs. We have a number of opportunities to work directly and indirectly with people who are in industry. Students are among the most highly sought out students in the industry. They go to work for all sorts of companies, vertical construction, residential, heavy civil. We've got people out there in all those firms, and we also have more engagements we also have more opportunities to engage with industry than any other program in the nation. Why would you want a master's in construction? Well, it might be because you want to change careers. You might want to enter the field from a different discipline that you did your undergraduate in, or you might want to stay or come back after an undergraduate degree to have an opportunity to explore some cutting-edge topic in more detail. So a master's degree really allows you to customize what you're doing. You can do it through coursework, you can do it through independent studies, or you can even do it through research with some of our excellent faculty. So it allows you to really focus on what you're interested in. Our PhD program in environmental design and planning is, just like the Myers-Lawson School of Construction, very diverse and interdisciplinary. Unlike other doctoral degrees, we are very highly customizable. So we allow you to choose courses that complement exactly the area that you're interested in. And if your interest has anything to do with the built environment, we can put together faculty to work with you to help you focus on that area that you're interested in. So it's very customizable, very interdisciplinary, and it also allows you to explore positions both in industry as well as in academia. We've had students go on to teach in engineering programs, in architecture programs, in construction management programs, and others as well. So it prepares you extremely well for the kind of research that people are doing in our field across disciplines.